Amy, what is our fourth main topic today?
This topic comes to us from Captain Spike. Hey, John and crew. So I watched the recent episode of She-Hulk and thought it was a fun watch compared to last week's. That end credit scene caught me off guard. Some people say negative things about the episode and the show in general, but I personally enjoy it. What are some of your non-spoilery thoughts? Was it better than last week's episode? Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, Captain Spike, thanks a lot for that. And a little bit later today, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's 6 p.m. New York time, we will be having our She-Hulk after show here on the channel. Make sure you guys come on back and join us for that. We got a lot to talk about on there, so we'll go into full open spoilery details on that. But for now, let's just give it the general thoughts. You remember last week, I said my general sense was dissatisfaction.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of fun stuff in the episode last week, but it just felt so, curtailed that I felt like I just hit play and then it ended and it left me with a sense of dissatisfaction. And that's not necessarily a byproduct of the length, because you can watch a half-hour sitcom on TV, which is 22 minutes, and it can feel very satisfying, whatever. And I said, while I'm liking a lot of stuff in She-Hulk, absolutely, after that second episode, I felt a little bit dissatisfied. I'm going to tell you this. Episode 3 of She-Hulk is the She-Hulk I have been waiting for. This episode is what I have wanted this show to be. I finally feel now in episode 3, it has come into what I always kind of envisioned the show could be. That Ally McBeal, like comedy, you kind of a feel that's really kind of on the periphery of the MCU, kind of in that kind of world. And to me, this was finally the episode. I liked episode 1. I liked episode 2, even though I felt very dissatisfied by it. This is the episode, though, to me, that now She-Hulk, this is the show I've been waiting for. To me, it was easily the best episode of the series. And it's obviously, I'm going to say that because I just said, it's the show I've been wanting it to be. So obviously, this is the one that I like the most. But everywhere between the pacing, there's a part in it. I mean, you saw from the preview they released yesterday that this is the one that Wong's in. And the one detail I'll give is at one point, Jennifer looks at the camera. I know you're all really excited for Wong to show up. I mean, it's like, oh my God. They, of course, get into the Abomination stuff that they introduced last week. I just thought, again, the style of show we've been saying, I've been looking for the show to be. This is when it did it. And not just the best post-credit scene of the series so far. I would say that was a top 5 MCU post-credit scene ever.
That's a good one.
I was choking. I was laughing so hard. And part of the reason I was choking, and we will go into details later, I will just say, somebody brought up a theory of something that could happen in the episode. I said, no, that won't happen. And that thing happened.
You fool.
And I nearly lost it. And for the first time in this series, they introduce a mystery. This is the first time they've really done it here. They've introduced a mystery as like, okay. So for that reason and many, many more, I really, really enjoyed this episode. Favorite one of the bunch so far. Chris, you had a chance to watch it. Just in general, we'll talk more in detail later, but what was your sense of it?
I love this one. When Rob and I were doing our pre-show yesterday, our pre-Hulk, if you will, we were talking about how we want this show to be weird.
Yeah.
We want it to get weird and have some Boston Legal vibes, some dancing babies from Ally McBeal vibes.
Right.
I just wanted to get weirder, and it finally did. The meta moments are so great, and there's something in it, too, that if you've ever written like a sitcom format script is something that you've probably said out loud as you've written it yourself. There's great comic book moments in this, and we finally have a through line, too, that mystery you were talking about.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, we're setting up something really interesting here. And Megan Thee Stallion is wonderful in this episode. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, we talked about that they confirmed the Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
This was the episode that she popped up in. Anyway, Amy, you had a chance to see it. What did you, we haven't had a chance to talk about She-Hulk series at all. What's been kind of your vibe on the series so far, and how does the third episode fit into that for you?
It's been a like not love that I've wanted to love. And this one definitely started inching more into love territory for me. I still think there's bits of the humor, bits of the writing that don't always land for me, but I think they're really starting to find less than like the real written jokes. There's sort of just a through line in the performances of kind of offbeat, quirky fun. Like just even like a little moment where like she just like runs over and adjusts something. It just made me smile. Like it just really had me like kind of chuckling and smiling the whole way through. And I think similarly to you in the way where it's sort of, yeah, this is the show I've been wanting this to be. So overall, I would say probably the strongest of the 3 episodes for me. And I hope it keeps continuing down this path because I really do. I want to love this show. I feel like there's so many good elements here.
Yeah. Again, I've been like you up until this point. It's like, okay, liking it. I have not been able to cross that threshold in love. Again, that sense of dissatisfaction I had last time. But this was I not only I think the best episode so far, but the most promising episode so far about what it can be and where it can go, especially with that post-credit scene. Anyway, guys, make sure once again, later today at 3 p.m., we will be doing our She-Hulk after show, our open spoiler discussion on it. Make sure you guys come back and join us for that. But in the meantime, guys, what did you think about the episode? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, True Classic. This brand new sponsor has the absolute best fitting t-shirts that a man can buy. Finding the right t-shirt with a little bit of a dad bod is incredibly frustrating. Most t-shirts are either way too tight on your gut or look way too big and boxy. You're not in high school anymore and it's time to upgrade. True Classic has already helped over 2 million men finally get a better fit at an affordable price. And the John Campea Show viewers and listeners get access to the best deal they offer. For a limited time only, get 25% off using the code CAMPEA at trueclassic.com. Look, you and I both know that almost all of men's t-shirts are designed to look good on skinny models with six-packs. But let's be honest, that's not most of us. True Classic tees taper off towards the bottom, but they fit tighter around the chest and shoulders. It's time to highlight your best attributes with a t-shirt that you can always confidently throw on. Like most of you guys, ever since college, I've always struggled to find proper fitting t-shirts that are comfortable. Well, True Classic, from the moment I put on the shirt they sent me, solves it. And True Classic doesn't just stop at tees. From polos and workout shirts with the same flattering fit. Upgrade your wardrobe with True Classic. Get 25% off at trueclassic.com with the promo code CAMPEA. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. 100% risk-free guarantee with a 30-day refund policy. Stay classy with True Classic. Your dad bod will thank you.